Why Stoicism believes anger is a form of weakness. We often think of anger as strength. We shout, we slam doors, we raise our voices, believing that intensity proves power. But the Stoics saw it differently. To them, anger was not strength, it was weakness. It was the mind surrendering to chaos. Seneca once wrote, "Anger, if not restrained, is more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." In this video, we'll explore why the Stoics believe anger is a form of weakness, how it destroys our peace, and what we can do to transform it into strength. What is anger? At its core, anger is a loss of control. It is the passion that erupts when reality does not obey our will. Someone insults us, someone betrays us, someone stands in our way. And instead of responding with reason, we burn. Our voice rises, our thoughts cloud, our actions become reckless. Epictetus warned, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him." The Stoics saw this clearly. Anger is not strength, it is surrender. The illusion of strength. Why do people mistake anger for strength? Because anger is loud, it is explosive, it makes people step back. But the Stoics remind us, true strength is not in intimidation, it is in self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, commanded legions and ruled millions. And yet he wrote in his journal not about crushing enemies, but about crushing his own temper. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the injury that provokes it? If an emperor with absolute authority feared his own anger, shouldn't we take it seriously? Anger is a disease of the soul. Seneca, in his famous work On Anger, called it a temporary madness. When we are angry, we no longer think clearly. We exaggerate, we lash out, we regret. It is like handing the steering wheel of your life to a wild beast. And once you lose control, you no longer act, you react. That is why the Stoics believe anger is weakness, because it places your peace, your choices, your dignity into the hands of others. The destruction anger brings. What does anger actually do to us? It destroys relationships. A single word said in fury can wound deeper than years of kindness can heal. It damages health. Anger floods the body with stress, weakens the heart, and steals sleep. It blinds reason. In anger, we make decisions we would never make in calmness. Seneca compared anger to fire. It begins small, but once it grows, it consumes everything in its path, even the one who lit it. Anger in leadership. The Stoics lived close to power. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. Seneca advised emperors. Epictetus taught statesmen. They knew that anger in leadership was dangerous. A leader who governs with rage is like a captain steering a ship in a storm, not guiding it, but being tossed by it. Seneca warned that rulers who acted in anger became tyrants. They lost respect, sowed fear, and invited rebellion. The Stoic leader must lead not with passion, but with principle, not with fury, but with fairness. Anger in our modern lives. We may not be emperors or rulers, but each of us holds power over our families, our work, our choices, and anger still poisons us. We rage at traffic, we lose patience with a colleague, we snap at loved ones. And in those moments, the Stoics would say, you have allowed yourself to be defeated, not by others, but by your own emotions. The Stoic alternative, reason over rage. If anger is weakness, what is strength? Strength is calmness under insult. Strength is patience in the face of provocation. Strength is mastering your own reactions instead of letting others master you. Epictetus gave us a simple practice. When someone wrongs you, pause. Tell yourself, it is not the thing itself that disturbs me, but my judgment of it. This pause, this breath, creates freedom.
And in that freedom, you choose reason over rage. Marcus Aurelius on insults. Marcus often reminded himself that people act from ignorance, not malice. If someone wronged him, he asked, "Have I never made mistakes myself?" He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. None of them can hurt me." For Marcus, anger dissolved in understanding. He did not excuse bad behavior, but he refused to hand over his peace to it. Stoic practices to overcome anger. 1. Pause before responding. When anger rises, step back, count to 10, walk away. This simple act denies anger its fuel. 2. Reframe the offense. Ask, did this person intend harm, or are they acting from ignorance or pain? Reframing shrinks the fire. 3. Remember impermanence. In a week, a month, a year, will this insult matter? If not, why sacrifice peace today? 4. Practice empathy. Every angry person is suffering inside. Respond with understanding, not retaliation. 5. Journal daily. Like Marcus, record your struggles with anger. Reflection makes the invisible visible and manageable. Why anger is slavery, not freedom. We often think anger gives us control, but really it enslaves us. The person who provokes you now controls you. They dictate your mood, your actions, even your peace. Epictetus was blunt. If someone can make you angry, you have handed them the keys to your freedom. The Stoic way is different. Take back the keys. Master yourself. And no insult, no betrayal, no event can rule you. The power of calmness. Think of the strongest people you know. Are they the loudest, the angriest, the most aggressive? Or are they the ones who remain composed under pressure? The ones who solve problems without shouting? The ones whose presence brings peace, not fear? The Stoics believe this is true greatness because calmness is unshakable. It cannot be provoked. It cannot be manipulated. And that is the deepest strength of all. Anger pretends to be strength, but it is weakness. It destroys relationships, poisons health, clouds reason, and enslaves the soul. The Stoics teach us that true power is not found in fury, but in self-control. Not in shouting, but in silence. Not in vengeance, but in virtue. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, they all faced insult, betrayal, and hardship. And yet they proved that calmness is stronger than rage. So the next time anger rises, remember, to give in is weakness. To master it is power. Choose reason. Choose calmness. Choose the Stoic way. If this message resonated with you, follow for more Stoic wisdom, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly lessons on living with clarity, strength, and peace of mind. Because the world doesn't need more rage. It needs more calm. It needs more wisdom. It needs more of you at your strongest.